Alright, so as the recording of this video, I saw Weapons last night. This is going to be spoiler free, and this is from the same guy who wrote and directed Barbarian. This is, I believe this is his second movie, and the premise is where 17 kids in an elementary school in one specific classroom go missing one night at like 2:17 in the morning. All 17 of these kids, they get out of their houses and they run into the dark, and nobody knows where they went. So now we're trying to think, okay, so what happened to them? What's the connection? And some people are, like pretty sketchy on their teacher, their school teacher in that classroom. And so we follow her and a couple other characters into the mix. Like one of other is the dad of one of the kids. And so yeah, like as we're trying to figure out where did these kids go, we're putting pieces of this overall puzzle together, where you follow one character and then you're like, okay, and then we pull away and then we go to another character, and then we see how what we saw before ties into here, like how they fill in the gap, and then they pull away. Like we'll get to that just to fill in into these little pieces, and then we go to another place like, okay, here's another one. Now we're gonna go over here and see how it feels over, how everything comes together. And this movie really it's like from the reviews, it has a lot of writing on it, like where they're saying it's the best movie of the year, the best horror movie of the year. It's like a masterpiece. And I will tell you this, everyone in my movie theater, they were locked in from start to finish. Nobody was obnoxiously conversing with each other. Nobody was laughing over each other. And there were some funny moments, and they were just locked in, like like that. I mean, like that's what I would love, like for the most part, so I can know what the hell's going on. But that's just interesting. I don't think I've had a movie experience like this, especially the theater was filled and they were locked in. It was crazy. And this movie does heavily rely on suspense, like to where you're like, okay, so what is happening? As we're slowly putting all this together, what is going on? And it's very unsettling and it's very crazy. And I do like how you get to know these main characters, like one of which is the teacher and then one of the parents, and we find out different layers to each of these characters, like what are their flaws, what makes them tick, and what's driving them like to progress through the story. And it all leads to trying to figure out where the hell do these kids go. And it is wild. It is wild. I didn't know what to expect, and I have to say this is way better than Barbarian, and this is coming from somebody who actually likes that movie. And I think the director, writer, he upped his game here. Like, good job, dude. And everybody, all the cast, they brought their A games to their roles, like Julie Garner, Josh Brolin, all you guys. And I was on the edge of my seat at times as we're getting to know more and more of, okay, so this is what's happening, and I this is something you gotta see for yourself. I mean, like, this is something you have to see for yourself, how it wraps up. And it's just it's a doozy. That's putting it mildly. It is a doozy. We've had a lot of good movies, or at least I had a lot of movie experiences that I really enjoyed overall this year. This movie is no exception. So with that all being said, I'm giving Weapons a solid 8 out of 10. This was definitely a decent movie. It's very it's like character driven, and it is more like a suspenseful horror movie rather than it relying on any other elements of horror. It really leans into suspense as they're trying to figure, like this whole missing children's, like storyline that we're in, as they're trying to unfold it, and you're trying to figure out, okay, so where did this all lead to? Where did they run to? Man, the suspense is real. The tension is there. You're just like, what the fuck? You gotta see for yourself. Definitely see for yourselves. And if you have seen it, feel free to tell me in the comments, what did you think of it? But if you like this video, thumb it up, subscribe, notification bell. You know the drill. And as always, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys in my next video. So until then, take care.